Hello everyone, Janna is here, and as usual I'll share with you results of this trading week and also a technical overview for gold this coming week. And as you can see, my friends, result this week was quite good. I have made slightly over $39,000. I'm just showing you right now on FX Blue independent site, and also you can see, guys, in my terminal is the same number. And as usual, I was sending my orders and some of my trades, instant trades, through my free Telegram channel, which is Janna FX. As you can see, guys, that's the address of my channel, and you can find all the links in the description under this video. So we had, as you can see, guys, quite a lot of trades this week, and some were profitable, some I had losses, and they were all recovered with the EA through the recovery system. So as you noticed, I have nothing floating at this moment, so all the trades closed now. And so let's now have a look at what was happening and what to possibly expect this coming week. Okay, so this is our 4-hour time frame. As you can see, guys, this is the move of gold this week, and it's been going up all week, and pretty much didn't have retracements, only like a little bit, where I was still trying to catch sells, and only a few short ones I had, quick ones, and nothing major, no pullbacks. Okay, so there was no pullbacks. Once again, guys, if you're watching first time, the strategy works the way I'm placing the orders usually, most of the time, both directions. Okay, I'm using my EA, which is easier to do. You can obviously follow and do it manually if you're interested to follow. I just want to warn you once again that you have to calculate the risks, and remember, it is very risky, and all up to you what you're doing. If you're following or not, any profits or losses, it's your responsibility. Okay, guys, I'm only sharing with you my experience and my trades, okay, what I do, and my suggestions of how it could be done. Okay, so but you decide, make decisions on by yourself, and especially, like I'm saying, use the lowest lot as possible. Okay, guys, this week, for example, I was also using my usual lot 2, as you can see with the setup in my EA, and I was increasing lot also, and through the recovery system the lot also increases. Okay, but the moves were like really strong this week, so recoveries were done pretty much in few hours straight away. And like I'm saying, for those of you again who first time watching, it doesn't matter for me where the market goes, as I'm placing the pending orders both directions. So you see, I'm like looking for some consolidation, small areas where I'm placing pending order buy stop and sell stop, and then EA takes over the trades. Okay, it's triggered one or another. If it's a losing trade, bear in mind that I'm not looking at losses with this system, because yes, I'm expecting the losing trade possibility, but when it's losing, the EA closes the loss and then opens a new trade opposite direction with slightly bigger lot size. Okay, and that's how it's calculates how big the lot size, the take profit, everything, because I do have it in setup. Okay, I have default setup for trading gold, and I'm pretty much not changing it. The only option I change when I see a big move, I change from the closing half position at 120 points, I'm changing it to multi close. Okay, so when it's topping up. But for example, on Friday I was sending sell orders manually, well, not manually but instantly, okay, with the EA still, which still had the same setup, but I was like selling, for those of you like showing without this multi close, because the only downside of it is you have to switch at some point back to the usual setup, because it will continue open new and new trades, but if we're reaching some kind of like a target, it's better to switch it back, and then it will pick up on the last trade, and unlikely to have a losing trade. But it's that's the only difference. I have sometimes with those instant trading and multiple trades, but usually it's just pending orders both directions, whichever it picks up, and if it's a losing trade, it's recovering it in one trade. Okay, so it's not your usual strategy like some are asking, like you have small take profit, bigger lot size, stop, bigger stop in points, like compared to the take profits, you need like 10 or something, so many trades to cover the loss. It's different strategy, guys. Okay, so because it is the strategy of, okay, if I made a loss, reopening the other position. So if you do it manually, it's a bit complicated to calculate, but it's still possible. Okay, it's still possible. So that's why I'm just trying to warn you, if you are following and you're doing it manually, and if you picked up the loss, remember that we are who trading with the EA, the loss doesn't count as a loss. It's just, well, okay, we tried in, okay, it was unsuccessful, and then we switched to another position, we switched to the opposite trade, and at the end of the day we're closing out that loss and making our profit the one we wanted, okay, and with a little bit of on top of it. It just depends how the settings are set up in EA. So that's just a little bit of tip again for you guys who is following without the EA and trying to figure out that the better way of getting the profits. Okay, so that's what I'm saying again. I'm not scared of getting the losses, because my EA will cover the loss. Okay, it might take few attempts if we have quiet market, but last few days it was not quiet at all, and closes in one trade, and but it can take few trades, yes, and that's why I'm saying depends. Like I'm saying, calculate your own money management, calculate your own risks, use the lowest lot size, because the lot size can go quite high if it will be few attempts. Okay, but that's how the system works. Okay, that's how I trade. I mean, you can agree, disagree, it's up to you, but that's how I do it, and I have been doing it for a very long time. Okay, so but I know my risks, okay, and you should know too. So now let's see. That's just the question is, sometimes I'm getting the questions is like saying, oh, look, you have profit again, you've been trading against the trend. Yes, I have been trading against the trend, this big trend, like everybody saying never trade against the trend. Well, it depends how you trade. You can trade with the trend and against trend and still be a winner, you know. So that's how it works. Okay, and that's how I end up with profits every time. But okay, this week bigger profit, like last 2 weeks I only had few profits, and bear in mind again, this week I did not actually go for my many scalpings, because yes, you can say this is also like a bit of a scalping trading with because you know the take profit is only 120 points, right, and then it's trailing stop. But obviously when I put up extra trades, it's topping up, right? So like I'm saying, it's a bit different. I'm not going like for 100 or 200 pips in one go, but going for like 100 at a time. So it's step. So I didn't pick up like all those steps on the way up, because again, I wasn't being able to do so. It's mostly at this moment is my part-time trading, like I'm saying, when I'm just placing some orders, and at some moments I can be at the screen and get a little bit more trades. Okay, so that's, for example, was not even on my full day trading. Okay, so just some trades picking up, and you see the result of this when the market moves really well. Yeah. So let's see now what expect. Basically, previous week we stopped at my channel, which I had for quite a while. Remember this uptrend channel, right? And this week it's actually broke in and got right inside it, right to the top of it. Well, roughly, you know, guys, levels is plus minus. You can be slightly higher, could be even more higher. Maybe I would have to put it right up to the our pin, right? But I think it's a little bit too many levels, and I just want to keep it as less as possible here, so it will not be confusing for you to see what's my view. Like I'm saying, doesn't really matter, but well, it's interesting to know the picture, right? What can happen. And if you are looking into long-term trading, I do not like to do long-term trading, especially like buying and keeping, but I'm always looking at possibilities selling and keeping because of the swaps. Okay, when you sell, you have positive swaps. When you buy, you have negative swaps. So yes, the brokers want to make money too when they're losing. So that's why, well, they never lose really. So that's why I'm not going into the holding the trades too long, and it's just a quick jump in, jump out. That's it. Got your profit, and forget about worrying which way market goes. Is it going to hit your target or if it's not? Okay. So at this moment we can see that it's possibly reached maximum, which is just a little bit of didn't reach just quite to 200. It's got like 190 something, right? So we do have quite a good run. Well, somewhere out there you can find out what was the price exactly, which is not, doesn't want to do it. Need to open a bit bigger, a bit closer picture to see. We had 2195 and 13. Okay, so in here, and well, maybe it will get to 200, who knows, but at this moment this is where I decided to stop. I mean, okay, I can see the picture that there's not much of the turning around signs. We do have few pins which kind of shows us a bit of rejections. That's why I was actually trying to sell a bit more on Friday, and here we also had pins where I was also trying to do a bit more sales. But you see the market still wanted to continue to go up, so the price went up. And then daily time frame we also have just a little bit of the pin, which is not really tell us much at this moment. I mean, yes, we did finish this kind of area of my channel. Also I have another one, so giving you a little bit more ideas, guys, this possible channel and the bigger time frame, right, like the monthly one. We have a bigger picture in here. So what I wanted just to bring you around here, remember guys, a long time ago I have been doing these technical overviews, and I was telling you about it that yes, the gold is an uptrend channel, the big channel, but then we had this area. It's a bit of uncertainty. Yeah, we started to here consolidate and also create a bit of a triangle. If you remember those videos that you've been following me for a long time ago, since long time ago, I have been pointing out at this area and talking about this channel, and of course all those levels, showing with that this one could be that's the big it's not going to move in a okay, so it's just, well, there we go. We can put it a bit higher, as you can see, a bit lower. So at this moment you see I have it with the stop, and saying that we just had this was just jump out and jump back, and we do have about 2,500 right at this moment. I know some people are talking about like 3,000. Well, I can't see at this moment 3,000, because yes, if we'll put like Fibonacci extensions, it will show you much higher, but this moment just looking at this technical view and our channel, I can see about 2,500, maybe slightly higher, but not 3,000. Okay, not just yet. At some point, yes, but not just yet. I don't see it. And the point is here at this moment, I see. So when we had this a bit of triangle, that's where also my expectation was where we will go from here. Either break out and go higher, right, or break out and go lower, and then somewhere around from there pick up again and try to go high. Well, this week we did have a breakout of this top support, top resistance level of the triangle, okay, the previous triangle, and our level here, as you can see, this is quite important number in my opinion, 260 something, 280 something. That's the area of the pins, right? And remember, we were sitting for quite a while around 2060 trying to break it out. Eventually we broke it, and the big candle, right? So this is the big monthly breakout, but don't be excited as much. I know a lot of people quite get excited about this, saying yeah, we're going to continue well up to whatever 300 to 200, 300 and 500, but as you know, with triangles we do also have the false breakouts, let's call them that way. For example, let here, right, we started in here where we had two tops, one bottom, and this was the second bottom, which was a little bit too early for breakout, but anyway, you see it broke, and as you can see, guys, the same we had actually the beginning of the triangle was right here somewhere, right? So where we had also breakout, which was also false, and then when it's turned into a bigger triangle, right? So for example, if I will start, you see, it's all like well, I mean, it helps a bit to see the picture, but we had something like this, right? When we had counting that, and that was breakout, but then see, market came back and was sitting in this area, also again started to break out, come back again, and broke once again, right? So now we can remove this level and consider this as a bigger triangle. So this could be another false breakout, okay? So quite easy, it could be. Not saying it is, but you never know. So that's I'm just telling you what possibly to expect. So you know the possibilities, let's say the scenarios of the market movements, right, where the price can go. It's especially for the long-term traders. Like I'm saying, it's not really applicable for me. To me, it doesn't matter how far it will go. As you can see, I do not hold any trades at all. I don't care where the market goes, but the picture is that this is a good breakout, but let's see where it will go afterwards. So to be honest, my expectation was still, I was expecting it to sit a little bit. I still thought we will go further down before we actually started to pick up, because my expectation was starting of the movement, bullish, strong movement from the middle of this year, sometime from summer, where actually we are expecting Fed cut the rates, right? And why is it moving right now up? I honestly don't know. I mean, yeah, I know about that the Chinese are buying a lot of gold, and of course geopolitical situation in the world, but still my view was we should still be a little bit lower, and actually going like to 500 in my opinion would have been afterwards, right? Afterwards, not at the beginning of this year. But well, you see, that's gold. It can do whatever it wants. Anything can happen. That's why all this technical, when I look at it, it's good, it helps, but whatever, it works or it doesn't work, it doesn't matter, because my strategy is still working, okay, the way I'm trading, and you've been seeing my videos for years now, okay? So yeah, that's why I think my strategy is the best one. The one I use is the best one for me anyway. It might not work for anybody else or whoever, but for me it works, and I prefer still continue trading that way. I mean, yes, my mind could make much more, or I'm just like staying constant, not taking too much of the risks, and just keep going this way. Okay, so yeah, we will see if that's actually going to continue, if it's a legit move, but breakout. But let's see, for example, so if we are going to, the main question is how far it will go, right? So I was telling you guys and showing you before, so basically if this is the triangle and we just broke from it, we do have, the first is 50,000 points, right? Roughly 54,000 points from the bottom of that triangle where it started to create it, because it's according to our channel this should have continued, right, previously, but it decided to stop. So that's where the triangle started to create. And so if this is 50,000, and if it's a maximum of the previous stop, we have about, let's say, 100, so halfway through from the breakout of our triangle, and the breakout would be at the top, right? So then from here we can see if we are going to go 50, it is about 2,500, right? So it is about that area. I mean, you know, it's not, it doesn't have to be exactly 50,000. So if we do have 2,500 round number, then it is quite easily, this could be where this breakout would lead us. Okay, so yeah, to 500. And of course, if we will go higher like this 100,000, then you can expect the price is going to 800, 3,000, right? So then the target will be 3,000. But like I'm saying, well, I mean, you've seen this, right? We have done this before, big moves without retracements. So gold from here, well, from that go to 3,000 easily could be, yeah, possible, but I still don't think it will happen just yet. But you never know. Okay, so that's why, for example, this movement, if it will not going to have any retracement, so that's, you can watch out for, 2,500 would be one of the main targets. Okay, if we are according to this channel, according to breakout of this triangle and of this movement, the previous that movement. Okay, so but anyway, we would still will be looking, let's say, for a little bit, to be honest, like I'm saying, with the news on Friday, we were a little bit mixed, but still I think not as bad for dollar, except the dollar is got like really weak, pretty much with all the pairs. It just looks like the market is not believing anything and expecting the rates cut or something. I don't know, to be honest, guys. Like I'm saying, my expectation was still beginning of the year, the dollar should have been get stronger, and then middle of the year it should have started to be weak, but it happened earlier than I was expecting it. Okay, so, and from here, to be honest, guys, I would say if nothing happens again through the weekend, which quite possible, I would be waiting for hopeful ceasefire in Gaza, and that might actually help gold to fall a little bit, okay, to have a pullback. But would it happen or not? We will see. But we could see the opening of the market with possible gap. If nothing would happen in the news, just stays as it is, then I wouldn't be surprised that it might have another gap up, because it did have a bit of a pullback in here. Yeah, I mean, not much, but still a little bit, and then maybe, because right now everyone's just so bullish with gold, then quite possibly might have a jump. Everybody will be just trying to jump into these to catch the train, get the best price, and expecting it actually to go, to 200 and 300 for 500. Okay, so yes, but we don't know how it's actually going to end up, right? If it's true or not. I mean, on the long term, I would be a little bit worried to buy here and hold, because I'm not excluding the pullback, a good pullback. And if we are going to be inside this channel, right, because it might respect that, then we do have around to 100 at this moment. That would be a possible. You see, I don't want to draw anything, because the main, I think, support area would be around just like I was telling you guys, this one around 260 something to 80 something, because we do have the previous stops. The market was going around those stops. I remember sitting here for quite a while at 60, and then that was our main breakout. So that's why I'm just leave that as the main, but basically in here. And I think, you see, it's possible to go back if it might have pullback 2060. Let's see, it's going to be very strong if it stays above it. If it will just stay above it, like let's say come back and consolidate and stays above it, and then could be really no return, let's say, and continuation of uptrend. And at the same time, I will not be surprised that we actually might have a consolidation first and then turn around and actually break through 2064 and decide. You see, we have another channel inside, and we also have one wave, and this could be another wave. That means that gold might go below 2060 area, and then who knows where in here, because also I don't want to have any points, but we know like 1950 something, 1990 could be area, any of this, because we have this support level of this trend channel. And remember, we still have another level of this bigger triangle possible, right, where it's also still could be going to about 1900 area. So we're still kind of, I'm not going to be excluding these areas, but I think if gold will ever come back, to those areas, this is where it could possibly be a no return point at some point, where I don't think the gold will ever go any down further, but you never know, anything can happen. But you see, this week it still could be a bit of a hype. Depends what happens in on still Saturday, well, Sunday, let's say, and still might pick up the continue the trend, or maybe, well, we will have CPI news this week, so that might be something changing. So maybe before it might actually have a pullback and then pick up the move up again, or maybe it will go higher or consolidate, and then we will see. I think the news are going to be also quite moving, influential for gold this week. Okay, so but this is pretty much the areas where I will be looking for well, this week and probably next coming weeks, right? So yeah, the areas is right now 2194 going to 200, anywhere it can stop, and the maximum I think 2500, and then the other levels to look for is 2060, 2080, 60 area. If we're going lower, then we will see if it will go below 2000, whichever level it will start to respect. Okay, so then we will see from that. Well, this is it, guys. That's my view on possible scenarios and movements for gold. And once again, thank you for watching. Of course, if you like, don't forget to like, subscribe. All the links you can find about the brokers also, and how to get the EA. I have been making so many videos of it. I might try to do some live videos this week, just again to show you placing my levels and leaving them, and so you see again how it works. I can't promise because I'm not very technical, and for somehow I'm leaving it for the night where I can't really watch it, and then it's just at some point it stops. It just stops itself and stops streaming. I don't know, to be honest, what to do because I'm leaving my computer and something happens. But I will try to do those live trades, so you learn a little bit more of the way the EA trades, and how I do all of this placing trading trades and how I do it. And that's it. That's pretty much it. Also my Telegram channel, the only official Telegram, Janna FX. You can find link in the description under this video. No, any other ones, nothing to do with me, guys. So and happy trading, everyone, and I talk to you next week. Bye, everyone.